initially that wasn't like a thing where it's like, oh, he's so good. It was like, who do you think you are?
Right.
Like, you got to learn how, and I really didn't know. I didn't know how to play basketball in terms of like high IQ wise until getting to Nova. Really, I was just athletic, faster and jump higher, all that stuff.
It's half the NBA now,
and that's what's crazy. The guys more than half,
85%.
I would say like all the guys that have high IQs, good footwork, everything. That's what stands out. You know what I mean, in the NBA. But who you asked me, winning at every level? High school is just high school. Like Delaware, small state. So
yeah, you didn't have to work for nothing.
All right, that's a lie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lie.
That's crazy.
That's a lie.
Delaware,
that's
bro.
a lie. It was still hard.
That's what she said.
Jesus.
Sorry.
Lord have
College,
mercy.
you go into college, take 16 away. I don't, because I got hurt. Like, yes, I got it, but 18 is really, Josh had left. He was already in the NBA. But 18, winning at that level, like you look at our team, we should have won that year. Like, it was one of those teams where you look at it, you had Jalen, Phil, Mikhail, who else started? Eric and Amari?
Yeah, Eric Amari.
Eric and Amari.
Colin, right?
Colin, me, like Jermaine Samuels, and Dada. Like, out of that, out of your top 8 or 9, you had 8 dudes play NBA minutes in a game. Like, you should should have at least done something with that team. So, I mean, that level, I just chalk it up to playing with really good players. But
For someone who came out of high school super athletic, super skilled, hadn't played in a system, do you feel like Villanova's the best? Like, looking back, is it the best place you could have gone to like really learn how to play within a system?
Yeah, I've said this to a bunch of people around me. Is this is no knock on any other program or anything, but like for me personally, I don't know if I would be in the same exact situation now if I didn't go to Nova. And not to say that I didn't, believe that I would make the NBA and all this stuff, but like Coach Wright, like I did not have, like, college wasn't like sunshine and rainbows for me playing for Coach Wright. But like looking back, that was the best thing possible for me to be able to be here sitting with y'all, talking to y'all. Like, I say that to everybody. Like, I wouldn't be in this position without going there. So 100%. I think he doesn't care as much basketball wise than he does turning like boys into young men. And I think that was the thing that he told my parents, and they were like, "Nah, you got to go there," and it helped me going into the NBA of like how to deal with a bunch of adversity.
Speaking of adversity, I actually have a couple of things to ask you. Like you said, 2016, like you got hurt, you didn't play. Like, what was it like, your mindset after you broke your foot, and then all of a sudden you're out for the rest of the year?
Like, freshman year of college is different though for me, because like I think the hardest part was living with you. Like, it's one thing to get hurt and you're living in an apartment, you're away from it. Like, I'm living with somebody who's a key piece of the championship team. So like, it kind of eats at you a little bit more. Like, I was in a boot. Like, I can't do anything. And I don't know if he remembers this. I would like try stuff, like take my boot off and try to walk without my boot, just to see, am I all right? Does this hurt still? Like, I was trying to like force it, but at the time where I got healthy, it was too late.
So you took a redshirt year?
I applied for a medical redshirt.
I'll tell you, man.
This is another story.
Dog. like you go through like, I forgot like the teams we played, but like you would go through like scouts and we're like, yo, like we gotta defend these actions. Oklahoma, he goes Buddy, like he played at like Buddy Hield, bakes us.
Really?
Just like he's on scout team. It's
so
like,
you had gotten
it was
healthy.
me. It was
had
me.
already
got
healthy.
But by the time I got healthy,
yeah.
it was too late to try to come back.
It was like him and like walk-ons, like Pat Farrell and Henry, like
and Eric.
Like when I tell you, like baking, and we're like after practice, we're like, yeah, Tay's nice, but like Buddy might Buddy might
torch us.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys scared?
You had us
Games.
scared for sure because we played them. This is obviously that's a practice before the Final Four. So we played them early in the season in Hawaii.
Yeah,
so we
that's right. You guys got
flew
smoked.
12 hours.
But we got smacked.
to get
Yeah.
smacked.
That's
by
when
Oklahoma.
I was healthy too.
Yeah.
Like we got smacked up, and so like he's practicing as Buddy Hield, and we're like trying to guard him. We're like, bro, this is over.
I think, and we ended up winning by what, 40?
We ended up winning
Like
by
the largest
44.
It was the largest victory
margin,
right?
right, in the Final Four.
But like for me, that was the most fun because I had no, like, bro, you have no pressure.
Yeah,
Right.
no pressure. No
Coach
concept,
not
yeah.
saying anything to me. I'm taking shots over 2-3 people. And if it goes in, they get yelled at. If it doesn't, they're like, all right, cool, good
Ultra
defense.
green light.
Yeah, like what? I don't transition because we were trying to mimic him like in the Final Four. So like transition, I was pulling up from anywhere.
And making everything.
And like, but
it
if
was
you
unconscious.
miss, if you miss,
Yeah, there's no repercussion.
what is the repercussion?
It's
They're like, all right,
forced
next play.
confidence, you know?
Exactly. So that's what really started like the confidence factor. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
My next question, we can cut this if he doesn't want to answer it. 2017, 2018, right? I thought you were going to start. And then Donte ended up coming off the bench all year and being that sixth man for us. Probably, I think he was like third in scoring for us, I think, maybe. But like mentally, how'd you get over that hurdle? Because that was another hurdle that you had to get over, and you're just like when is this going to stop?
I think it wasn't an issue in terms of like who was starting, because like what Phil had done in his career at Nova was insane.
Right.
So it wasn't the fact that like who, but like it was the like I thought I should start.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean like in that, for him, but just the way the numbers were on the team. He was like, listen, like somebody got to come off the bench, and I think just the conversation with Coach Wright and everything, and then once the season started going, just being able to come in off the bench and like just hoop. Going back to like the same thing about the Buddy Hield stuff, like coming in that year was like almost all the pressure's on the starters. So like at practice, the way there was like the blue team and the white team, like the white team, we really didn't get yelled at as much. Like it was all on the blue team. So like once again, like I'm kind of playing with my confidence and building it. And at the same time, like, yes, now I'm getting yelled at a little bit more, but not as much. If I made that jump from then straight onto the blue team, then it's like, how do I handle getting yelled at as much? But it was like a progression for me, like coming in off the bench, I just got the hoop, just do whatever I need to do. If I'm hot, I stay in. If I'm not, he gets me out.